weird to be a woman comedian, you know? It's just weird. There's a lot of guys out there. I was told recently by a man that I make audiences uncomfortable because I don't dress like a comedian. And I don't know what that means. But what I said was, yeah, bro, I dress like I dress, you know? I am an overeducated white woman who makes her home in Denver, Colorado. I dress in the traditional costume of my tribe. And you're my tribe. Thanks for being here, everybody. You make me feel seen and heard, I know. This is good, it's good stuff. Hey, I've been having a weird week, my friends. I've been fish sitting. Yeah, my neighbor came over with her little daughter and a blue betta fish in a little glass bowl. Can I watch it while they're gone for a week? Yeah, no problem. But then my neighbor came back without her daughter and with an identical blue betta fish in an identical little glass bowl. It's a backup fish that my friend keeps alive in her closet to replace the first fish when it eventually dies. She's afraid her daughter will be sad. I don't know where to start. Okay, let's start here. A betta fish, that's a temporary pet. They're here for a good time, not a long time. A betta fish is purpose-built to help us teach our progeny when the stakes are low about, you know, grief and emotions and the cycle of life and death and getting flushed down the toilet. Now that's a practice funeral, my friends. Right there in the toilet, that's where my two sons learned how to wear a suit and tie a tie and be respectful. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. A lot of life lessons happen at the toilet, as a matter of fact. I don't know. That's where I learned how to be a mother of boys. Yeah, because see, my son, one of my sons, he remembers every batting average of every Major League Baseball player, but can't remember how to put the toilet seat down. You know, we're working on it. He's a baseball player himself, this kid. He's an excellent pitcher. I have seen my son get that baseball right into the strike zone way more often than he gets his pee into the toilet anymore. And that is where I learned right there that potty training boys is a lifelong process. I didn't know. I thought they had mastered it, you know. Ages 3 and 4, they seem like kind of professionals at it. But it just goes downhill. Do you know any young men? And then really, gentlemen, it just evolves into prostate problems. So ladies like us, we gotta carry Cheerios around with us in our pockets for the rest of our lives. That's just how it is. It's just how it is. But my neighbor is so afraid of her daughter's grief and emotions that she is willing to carry on a secret closeted life with a secret closeted fish. And we can't judge other parents or whatever. But I just wonder, I'm just curious, like what other secrets is she keeping? Does she have a backup husband in a closet? You know what, that's not funny. I've met her husband, that's probably too soon. That's not funny. But no, like what double agent shenanigans are going down in my neighborhood, right? Listen, she is high up in IT. She could very easily be a spy. I don't care. I have given up all pretense of privacy. Haven't you? I mean, really, at my age, the font on my phone is so big. Chinese drones can see it from outer space. I don't care. That's not my point. I don't think we should be afraid of our children, you know, and give them the upper hand like that. I don't think we should be afraid of our kids because you've heard about it tonight. Eventually, especially when they're little, because then they turn into teenagers, and teenagers are scary. Like objectively scary, empirically scary too, as a matter of fact. Teenagers are clown in the sewer scary. Freddy Krueger, scary. No, let me be specific. Teenagers are, I don't want to be a grandmother yet. Scary, okay? It's their hormones. I'm afraid of their hormones. I am. But I don't think we can be afraid of our kids. We got to keep them afraid of us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I take my boys back to the country every summer where I was raised because I think it strikes the right amount of fear in a young man's heart to watch his mother slaughter the chickens. Any country people in here? Do you? Okay, I killed a fish in the previous joke, so I'm just gonna leave it at that before I get canceled. I'm just saying it's not as easy as flushing it down the toilet with a chicken. I'm just saying you get a lot of yes ma'ams at the dinner table after they have seen you snap a neck or two. Okay? I like to keep them. I like to keep them afraid of me. Is my point. Do you guys feel that way? Your kids afraid of you? Are you? Yeah. I think it's. Yeah. I think it's smart. I think it's a good thing to do. Keep them afraid of us, because really teenagers are so scary. We cannot let them frighten us. I like to tell people, as a matter of fact, that I'm a new mom because the teenagers just kind of happen overnight. Do you know what I mean? Okay, listen, I want to back up and tell you something. We got to agree on this. We all know that parenting isn't a competition, right?
Right.
I'm sorry. It just kind of feels like it is, though. Andrea mentioned that we're very close to Boulder. Do you know any of these bento box moms? Do you know? They're carving radishes into bunny rabbits and packing perfectly balanced and beautiful lunches for their children every day. And I mean, if that's how you show love, okay. But you're turning sack lunch into a competitive sport, and it's exhausting for all of us. Okay, I mean, and you do you, okay, parents? I'm just saying that I know more than one parent who has suffered a nervous breakdown because of sleep deprivation, because of the elf on a shelf. We've got to take care of ourselves and each other. I mean, really, parenting is not supposed to be a competition. But I don't know how to break it to you. I happen to be the best mom in the whole world. It's me. I know, it's me. That's me. According to a mug that my child made for me when he was 6 years old, you know? Yeah, it's me. The same mug that same child of God smashed onto the tile floor in the kitchen 2 days after his 15th birthday while looking me dead in the eyes and saying, "How do you like your manifesto now, Mom?" And I don't know what that means. But what I said was, "Oh, baby, I am the best mom in the whole world. That mug doesn't prove it. You can't take that title away from me. But I can take your iPhone. It's mine for 2 weeks. Thank you very much." Right? Right. It's weird, though. With teenagers, we got to keep them in line. We got to get out of their way. And it's just so confusing and disorienting because it feels like it happens overnight, right? That's what I'm saying. I tell people I am a new mom. Because those children that I gave birth to all those years ago, those sweet, innocent, lovely children that, you know, filled us with love and joy and hope, well, they're gone. They've been replaced, like in the night. It's like something out of a medieval fairy tale, isn't it? Who left the demon in the bed? Like they've been replaced by versions of our children, kind of recognizable. Angrier, hairier, smellier, scarier, just douchebaggier versions of the children we once knew and loved, you know? Honestly, it just seems like they turn overnight, doesn't it? Teenagers are versions of their toddler selves on steroids. Literally, it's hormones. Honestly, think about it. They love to say no and why, and I do it myself. They fall out of their chairs for absolutely no reason at all. And it's like phase 2 of the temper tantrums. But when a toddler has a temper tantrum, you know, you get down to their level and you can bodily move them away from the situation into timeout. And you can speak to them and, you know, reset the day, hugs and kisses. But when a teenager has a temper tantrum, that's scary. That's scary. My boys turned out to be high school wrestlers. Yeah, if I even come near them in a moment of a hormonal adolescent meltdown, well, they could take me down. It's pretty much just dodging their rage and hoping they make contact with an inanimate object, you know? I hate to break it to you, but you don't really earn your parenting card until somebody punches a hole in the drywall. It might be you. It might be you. And that counts. That's okay. Incidentally, just not for nothing, off topic, but that is exactly how my 2 sons learned how to patch drywall. Life lessons. You fix it, you broke it, you fix it. Yeah, you get it. When a toddler wants to leave the house wearing nothing but a tutu and her little cowgirl boots. So cute, so cute. When that same person, age 17, is posting that same fit of the day on Instagram as she goes off to a concert at Red Rocks, less adorable, kind of scary, you know what I mean? Yeah, and doesn't it feel like it happens overnight? Like, honestly, I swear, one day, my kids were like, Mama, I love the everything of you. And then it was like the next day, Mom, I hate the way you breathe. It's like one day they love us, family is everything. They're so proud to be proud of this little family, so proud to be a part of it. And then I swear the next day, they're just out there trying to convince the world they have, in fact, no family at all. Don't come to my baseball game, Mom. Just a couple of lone rangers raised by wolves, wandering the suburban streets, my boys, yeah. It's like one day they're reading their Magic Treehouse books with a flashlight under the covers. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And I swear it's the next day my lingerie catalog comes in the mail. That is how old I am. My lingerie catalog comes in the mail, but I don't know why, because then it goes missing, and I find it next to the toilet in the boys' bathroom. Yeah, gross. Ugh. Another life lesson at the toilet, though. Hey, how about that? Yeah, it does seem like that. I know. Who knew? Oh no, it's so gross. It did just turn on you overnight. So, I gotta tell you, they are inventing new personalities every day, aren't they? Teenagers, they are so goddamn unpredictable. We sent my niece off to college last August, and her whole identity was she loved bacon. Loved it. She took an electric skillet to her dorm room. Okay, she wore a prom dress for her senior prom made entirely out of plastic bacon. Okay, right, so that's her thing. So the family gathered this Christmas to give her a very thoughtful gift. You got it. I know, I like it. You got it, that's right. We got her Bacon of the Month Club. Such a nice gift that this child opened with an eye roll of disgust because you don't even know me. She became vegan 2 weeks ago. Of course she did. You can't win. You can't win. That's it. You can't win. Seriously. You get it. They're so unpredictable. And so here's the thing. I tell people, you get it. I have 2 new people living in my house. I am a new mom. Right? Yeah. Thank you. I know. And I really want some of the things we give new moms. VIP parking, free massages. People bring in you casseroles all the time. Okay, it's been a minute. I don't know. I could really use a casserole right now. Okay, and baby showers, okay? Listen, when you are about to become the new parent of a baby, the community gathers, right? With great support. We know it's gonna be difficult, so we support you and we have a party. We gotta do that for parents of teenagers, right? Yeah, if you have a friend whose child is starting to turn on her, if she is clutching her Chardonnay glass in a death grip, you throw that woman a party, okay? And this time at her shower, she can drink because she's not pregnant, so there are advantages. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know what the gifts would be. What do you think? I don't know, like not diapers and bottles and onesies, but like, I don't know, locks for the liquor cabinet. What's that?
Straight up vodka.
Straight up vodka for the parents. Give it up for that. I love it. It's a good gift. Yeah. I like air fresheners. Do you know what teenage boys smell like? Do you know? Hockey bags. They smell like hockey bags. And Axe body spray. It's kind of a potpourri. My children have never played hockey a day in their life, Judah. That's just how they smell. That's how they smell. Any other ideas for the teenage shower gifts? Anybody?
Tag.
What's that?
Air
Air tag. Yeah, no shit. That's how you know. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how it starts. Before they actually turn into teenagers, if they lose 4 jackets in 1 year, that's what's happening. Throw that woman a party, okay? Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. You know, remember baby monitors? Nowadays, those baby monitors are so high tech. They are like full surveillance of the house. And that is so much more useful for parents of teenagers than parents of babies. That's a good gift, okay? That baby monitor becomes a who's sneaking beer out of the garage fridge monitor. Right? Who's sneaking out of the bedroom window monitor? Who's getting fingered in the basement monitor? I know, it's gross, but that's the reality. We cannot be afraid of their actual situation because you know what? Then we leave our kids kind of vulnerable to what they may need. We gotta stay frosty. We gotta keep our eyes on them. And I think now is an important time for me to tell you, I actually really do love teenagers. I know it doesn't sound like it. I love my own boys. I'm very proud of them. I taught high school, okay? So I had to love them. I spent every day with teenagers and, you know, their ideas. So I had to love them. And I do like hanging out with young people. My favorite thing about them is that despite themselves, you know, really, they are so full of hope. They really are. They can't help it. They don't look into the future and see broken dreams and complicated relationships and student loan debt. They look into the future and see themselves doing great things, like saving the turtles and changing the world. And I love hanging out with people who have that attitude, right? I love them. And you know why they have that attitude? Because they're stupid. Their frontal lobes have not formed. It's not their fault. They're being poisoned by hormones. They don't know what's going on. But we do. We've been there. And also, I don't know about you, but I am currently being poisoned by menopausal hormones. So I feel a certain amount of solidarity with the teenagers. You know, those hormones are just as awful going out as they were coming in. Solidarity. And we need each other. My friends, we need each other. We need community and support because it's so hard. But instead of teenage showers, instead of that communal support, right about the middle school years, my son started getting invited to boy-girl sleepover parties. And the other parents were not concerned. They said, oh, the boys will be sleeping in a tent in the backyard. Okay, I think now that it's time, I told you, my superpower and my kryptonite as a parent of teenagers is that I was once a delinquent very hormonal teenager myself. Do you understand? All I have to do is go into my middle school brain, and I think, boy-girl sleepover party, heck yeah! I invented that! Oh, will the boys be in a tent in the backyard? Oh, will they? Listen, nothing you can do can stop me and my adolescent hormones. I will find a way to be in the tent in the backyard. Right? And we don't want our children to grow up like social misfits, so we gotta let them go to the party. But that meant that somebody, P.S. it was me, had to stay awake and sober and fully dressed until late into the night to go fetch the children from the party before the boy-girl sleepover part of it happened, right? And that's exhausting. It's exhausting. It's so confusing, parenting these teenagers. So here's what I did, my friends. Maybe this will help you. I tried to boil it all down for my two sons. Just one family motto, okay? Don't be a dick. Pretty much covers it, doesn't it? I keep it simple because they're boys. But I meant it, my friends. Refrigerator magnets, don't be a dick. Cross-stitched pillows on their beds, don't be a dick. I used to whisper it to them instead of lullabies, I did. Don't be a dick. You know what, I say a lot of horrible things about my kids, and they are almost grown, and they are turning out to be a couple of dicks. It's a lot of, Mom, why are you so lame? Why do we live in this dumb house with this bad furniture? Mom, didn't you have dreams? Mom, why don't you do anything interesting with your life? And I mean, because of you motherfuckers, you know? I was so cool before I had to pay for your orthodontia. Enjoy that pretty smile. Don't be a dick, you know? Gosh darn, if I had a nickel for every case of Gatorade I schlepped to your youth baseball concession stands, maybe we could have had name brand cereal once in a while, okay? Don't be a dick. Teenagers are scary and they're expensive. That's the truth. They're hormonal and they're expensive. Yeah. So I tried to raise them with that. I don't know. So what I like to do, my friends. Actually, you know what? Let me tell you this. I don't know if I was going to tell you, but it's hard to tell. I have one son. He's actually off at college and he lives and goes to school full time in France. It is nice, but is he a dick? Or is he just French now? Do you know? It's lay dick. It's hard to tell. My own son bullies me, okay? Because he's very woke now. He's very critical of our culture and our cheeses. He's not wrong. But my own son, he swirls his red wine in a glass. Rolls his own cigarettes. And my own son bullies me because once in a while I like a little bit of ice in my drink. Do you know? Have you been to Europe? Maybe not. Do you know? They have the technology. They do not have the ice. I don't understand it. And don't ask for it. Don't ask for it. A French waiter will shame you with one glance. And it can get hot over there. And they don't super take showers either. So you're just wandering the streets of Paris, you're very sweaty, and it's smelly, and you're thirsty, but all you got is a cesspool of tepid beverages. So every time I visit my son, I come home just very proud to be an American. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we got a lot of problems in this country, but man, I don't know, give me a MAGA hat, I will wear it. I'm saying, just for the freedom to have a little ice in my Diet Dr. Pepper. God bless America, okay? That's just what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, they're dicks. No, they're great. Oh boy, I'm just telling you that I like to hang out with parents of younger kids, actual babies, and teenagers, toddlers, for the innocence of it all, Yeah, but I cannot stand them. Do you know any young parents today? They're very weak. They got an app for everything. Robots are raising the next generation. No, I don't blame them. They're just very soft. They're like, oh, the baby. We're losing so much sleep. And that's true. No, having a baby is difficult. We remember it. But then again, you probably got a freezer full of casseroles, so, I don't want to be a buzzkill, but I just feel like saying to these young parents, okay, no, it is hard. It is. You're losing a lot of sleep, but just wait, Just wait until that baby drives a car. Wait until that baby has 44 missing assignments in his trigonometry class. I'm losing sleep now. And when I ask him why baby, why the 44 missing assignments? When he says, I don't know. He is not lying. He doesn't know. And just wait until Mr. 44 missing assignments goes missing. At 2 o'clock in the morning with his girlfriend, Whitney. All right, now, I love Whitney, okay? I love her like a daughter. These two have grown up together. Whitney is exactly the kind of girl you want for your son. She is beautiful and smart and full of life, and she can hang with the boys. She spent a lot of time in our backyard. And back in middle school, Whitney would challenge the boys to popsicle eating contests. I know, and it was so fun. I mean, she was really good at it. And I would watch Whitney eating the popsicle, and then I would watch my son watching Whitney eating the popsicle, and then I would watch Whitney watching my son, watching her, and it was all so fun and innocent, and they had no idea what was happening, but I had an inkling I might. I'm just a little nervous as his mother in my backyard, okay? And also, it reminded me of my own life when I was their age. Like Whitney, I was a very competitive little thing, and every year at the swim team end of season banquet at Chico's Pizza Parlor, there was a root beer chugging competition, and there was no way I was gonna let the boys beat me at that. Okay? Randy Fair, Joey Zamora, you were going down. So every day, all summer long, in front of those boys, I would practice relaxing the muscles of my throat, just, get it all in there, And it worked. I was the reigning root beer chugging champion of Moses Lake, Washington for 3 years in a row, okay? Yeah, I know. So cool. And I didn't know it, but turns out that's practice for some different things later in life. Like chugging beer at an Irish bar on St. Patrick's Day for money.
Did you win?
I did. I won a lot of money back in college. I did, yeah. And also deep throating. I didn't know, and neither do these kids. I don't want to judge. I don't want to be an alarmist. Whitney, I love you. I'm just on alert, is what I'm saying, right? So then we took Whitney out to dinner for her 18th birthday, very fancy. My boy has a suit and knows how to tie a tie. Thank you to the beta fish. So see, these are life lessons paying off already. And I got to watch Whitney eat lobster for the very first time. And we're at the Tanks. And here's Whitney. Golly, those are funny looking. Those things are weird looking. Who's the first person who thought of that? Why would anyone? Why would I put that thing in my mouth? I like how it's going so far. But then she says, wait, so you just pick randomly and you hope there's a lot of good meat in there? Ooh. Yes, Whitney. And sometimes the smaller ones are the sweeter ones. I know what equipment my son is working with. I don't know. Is that helping? That's so confusing. I don't. Gosh darn. Okay, so then it comes to the table, and I watch Whitney take her first bite of lobster, and she likes it. And then I watch her suck the butter out of it. And Whitney says, "Golly, why do people save lobster for special occasions? I think I want to eat lobster every day." And then I had to excuse myself from the table to go call Whitney's mom. "Hey, by any chance, was Whitney a thumb sucker as a baby?" And my worst fears were confirmed. Yeah, oral gratification right out the gate. I don't think that some of you are getting it. Remember the toddler in the pink tutu and the cowgirl boots going off to the concert at Red Rocks? That's Whitney, okay? I mean, now she adds a bandeau top and some body glitter, but less adorable, okay? A little scary. Okay, Whitney plays harmonica in an indie band. My friends, I have seen what this girl can do with her tongue. And it is impressive, okay? I mean, like, actually, mad respect, Whitney. I'm kind of taking notes, Loki. No, God, no. Gross, that's my son. Do you understand why I am so distraught?
Yes.
I had the hormones. I love lobster. I do, I like it. I didn't always. I see how it happens. It's a gradual thing. Do you know what I mean? It kind of takes some practice if you want to know. But I am 55 years old. I have put in my 10,000 hours, okay? And I feel like I know a lot about lobster. Like if you're doing it right, Whitney, you need to wear a bib, okay? It can get a little messy. And also, I don't think lobster is just for special occasions. And that just means I have a happy husband, okay? That has nothing to do with what's going on with Whitney. Oh my God, but you understand how nervous this makes me, right? So they're missing at 2 o'clock in the morning, and my son's cell phone goes dead. And I have only one thought in my head. My child is also dead, right? True crime podcast. Am I right? Come on, right? You know, either he's ditching all his responsibilities or he's lying in a ditch, right? And if he's not, if he is just blowing me off, he's gonna wish he was lying in a ditch tomorrow morning. You gotta keep them afraid of you. No, you get it. I think we all understand by now. I am not worried he's blowing me off. Okay, yeah, we get it. I'm worried he's getting blown by Whitney, right? Like, obviously, okay. So I call Whitney's mom again in a panic. Seems this woman does not listen to the same podcast I do because she is not concerned. "Oh, Lisa, maybe it's a big misunderstanding. My husband has them on the GPS, and it says they're in an abandoned parking lot. It doesn't make sense, Lisa. What could they be doing there? What could be open there at 2 in the..." Do you see what I'm saying? Like, what was Whitney's mom raised in a cave? Does she not have the hormone? Maybe she doesn't like lobster. I think this explains the boy-girl sleepover parties. Whitney's mom, wise up. What could be open at 2 in the morning? Let's walk it through. Titty bars, emergency rooms, and your daughter's legs. Come on! We gotta stay alert. We gotta stay frosty to the reality of what is going on with them. Right? Golly. Okay, well, obviously, I say a lot of mean things about my kids, and I do want to tell you I'm actually very proud of them. Both of my sons are actually artists. They're very artistic. And like all young men, or like a lot of young men, they kind of see the world as a blank canvas, you know? Isn't that lovely? On which to draw penises. Do you know? Yeah, right. No, seriously, I mark my words. You go to a college campus on a snowy day, and you will find 3 phalluses trampled into the football field, and 1 giant snow dong in front of the admission office. The world is their canvas. It's an instinct. It's an instinct. No, I obviously at a point realized I had to amend the family motto: don't be a dick, and don't send a dick pic. Boys have to be taught that. And it's a lifelong process, just like potty training. Good golly, yeah. No, my hand to God, the first thing my boys did when they got phones, like ages 11 and 12, you know, for their safety, they sent pictures of their junk to each other from their adjacent bedrooms in our home. So it's an instinct. They have to be taught that, but we're working on it. We're working on it. Hey, you guys, we talked about the teenage shower and what kind of gifts you might give. And here's something that I thought of. How about instead of a baby book, remember back in the days when you had the baby book where you recorded baby's first steps and baby's first words? How about a book for the parents of teenagers, like baby's first misdemeanor? The first time the baby disowned me in public. The first time he ruined the holidays. How about a place to like put his first drug test? And was it mandated by the courts or the school or me? I don't know. And to tell you the truth, I wrote that book, okay? It's right here. It's called Teenagers Suck. Because they do, I think we can all agree. And it's a joke baby book for you people. It's also kind of in the style of an adult coloring book. Yeah, and there really are places like to list people you hated, songs you hated, ideas you hated, a list of other things you hated. You know, it's just a really good, and I'm selling it tonight after the show with my lovely, sweet husband, my merch man. Selling it for $10 tonight. I actually don't feel bad about that because it's a pretty funny little book. If you have a friend clutching her Chardonnay in a wine glass, you give her this book. At least we can feel a certain amount of solidarity, okay? And I actually do have refrigerator magnets that say, don't be a dick. So maybe you want to take one of those home. Check it out. Yeah, I've got Venmo and cash. It doesn't matter. I don't care. It's not about the money. Take it home. Spread the word. We need each other, don't we, you guys? Thanks for being here. Hell yeah. And now, it is very important to my mother that I tell you, my boys are wonderful. They're not dicks at all. She really resents that what I do for a living is talk shit about her beloved grandchildren, okay? And it's true, my boys are actually grown and out of the house, and my younger son is actually in graduate school for mathematics. How about that, right? I know, I'm so proud. I go up and I watch him do these seminars that I can't even understand, solving equations on the whiteboard like Good Will Hunting. But this child still cannot solve the mystery of how to replace a roll of toilet paper. Okay, it's a lifelong process. I know. And I also do want to say my boys both are artists. They really are, even the mathematical one. They really have this artistic bent. And what they do is they take beautiful, artistic photographs of their shits in the toilet. Another life lesson, they're at the toilet, who knew? Not all of them, just the epic, the unit shits is what I am told. That's what they say. But they don't do it with their phones. Like, it's not a Snapchat thing like these other monsters. No. My boys are hipsters. They use a Polaroid camera. You got a cell phone that takes like Steven Spielberg quality movies. But they go for the blurry Polaroid pictures of their shits in the toilet, may I remind you. And they take those pictures and they develop them. and they leave them in menus at restaurants. And remember, the one lives in France. So this is an international pursuit, my friends. Just saying, tonight and always, can we agree to tip our servers well? Really, throw money at them. Because that is the literal shit they have to put up with, my boys. Heck yeah, okay, good. Thank you so much, thank you for being here. And please, it's all just jokes. Hug your kids. If you have a mom, call her. She loves you. Don't be a dick. I'm Lisa Lane. Thank you so much, everybody.